Imagine you've just finished crafting the perfect email campaign. And when I say perfect, by all standards, you believe that this email campaign is just perfect. The design is flawless, the content is spot on, and you really cannot wait to just see the results of your campaign. You know that feeling, right? And then you hit send, and everywhere suddenly goes quiet. You're not getting the results you thought you would get. You barely have any opens. You have a few clicks here and there. And you know what's worse? Quite a number of people are unsubscribing from your email. It can be frustrating, right? Very frustrating. Believe me when I say, I know that feeling. And this is the exact scenario that so many businesses and so many brands face. Your results don't just match up to the efforts that you've put into the campaign. But what if I told you that the problem might not be your product or the offer or even the email itself, or rather some common mistakes in email marketing that oftentimes slip through the radar? Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here or if you're yet to subscribe to this channel, do not forget to hit the subscribe button and to ring the notification bell so you do not miss out on any tip or strategy that can help you take your marketing game to the next level. I'm really excited today. I don't know why, I'm just in a good mood. Maybe it's because of what I'll be talking about today, but I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, today I'm going to be talking about some hidden pitfalls in email marketing that can make or break your campaign. So stick around to the end of this video because by the end of this video, you'll know what to avoid and how to make your next email campaign a massive success. The first mistake that quite a number of people make when it comes to email marketing is poor targeting and segmentation. I mean, you cannot just blast out a very generic email to your entire contact list and begin to hope for the best. Not done. People are more likely to engage with content that is very relevant to them. And that's why it's very important that you segment your email list. It's very crucial. For example, let's say you run an online clothing store. Now, you wouldn't want to send the exact type of email you send to someone who has bought men clothing as you would to someone who shows interest in female apparel, right? So, you see why it's important that you segment your contact list. Always make sure that you segment your audience based on factors like their purchasing history, their browsing behavior, or even their demographics. By doing this, you're able to tailor your messages to meet their specific needs and thereby increase your chances of conversions. The second mistake that people often make when it comes to email marketing is overlooking the subject line. The subject line is the first thing that your recipients see when they receive your email. And honestly, it determines if your email is going to be opened or if it's going straight to the trash. A good subject line should be concise, it should be intriguing, and it should be relevant. But you also have to make sure that you strike a balance. You don't want to make it too clickbaity. If not, people would know and you'll lose trust. For example, instead of using a subject line that says big sale on now or big sale up now or whatever, try something more specific like 24 hours sale on your favorite product. This subject line not only adds a sense of urgency to your email, but it also makes it more personal and more engaging for your customers. So they'll definitely want to open your email and see what's there. Let's see what's up on sale, that kind of thing. The third mistake that is often made in email campaigns is neglecting mobile users. Now, I'll tell you a fun fact. Up to 50% of emails are opened on mobile phones. So, if your email is not optimized for mobile, you're potentially losing half your audience right on the spot. Right there, right there. You're losing up to half of your audience. Always make sure that your email design is responsive. What that means is that it is good to look at and it's easy to navigate both on desktop and on mobile devices. Always use larger fonts, make sure that you have a clear call to action buttons, and also make sure that your images load fast even on smaller screens. This is one thing that a lot of people miss out on, so you want to pay attention to this. The fourth mistake that I'm going to be talking about today is sending emails too frequently or sending emails infrequently. So you can be sending too much or you can be sending not enough. Sending emails too frequently can actually overwhelm your audience and it can lead to higher rates of unsubscription. I mean, they can begin to just unsubscribe from your newsletter on the go, and you do not want that. I understand that you want to be top of the mind of your customers, but you also do not want to scare them by sending too many emails to them. On the other hand, if you don't send enough emails or if you send emails infrequently to your audience, they can totally forget about you. The key is to find a sweet spot that can keep your brand on the top of the mind of your audience without you being annoying. So, what I'll advise you do is that you find what works for you and you stick to it. Depending on the type of content that you're sending out, and of course, depending on your audience, you can send out your emails either weekly, bi weekly, or monthly. What's important is that you find what works for you, what works for your audience, and you stick to it. The fifth mistake that people make when it comes to running an email campaign is lack of personalization. Consumers today want to have a more personalized experience. I mean, as much as I am a marketer, I'm also a consumer and I want a personalized experience. So, using statements as generic as dear customer is really not going to cut it. I mean, I know it's not going to cut it for me, and I'm sure it's not going to cut it for you. So, why are you giving it to your consumers? Avoid using statements that are so generic. Right now, if you're still using something like dear customer, uh-uh, come on, come on. Use your subscriber's name. Dear Toby, mention their name, reference their past purchases, suggest products to them, suggest services to them. When you do this, you give your consumers a personalized experience. They feel seen. That kind of thing. It's a nice feeling. Personalization makes your audience and your customers feel seen, they feel valued, and it also helps them to engage with your content because they can actually relate to it. I really do hope that you've been able to identify some of the mistakes that you might have been making in your email campaigns and in your marketing. But before we come to the end of this video, there is one more mistake that I want to talk about. One more mistake that a lot of people make when it comes to running an email campaign, and that is not testing your emails before sending them. To be honest, I understand. You really just want to run this campaign and get it over with. But believe me when I tell you that you do not want to blast out an email to thousands of people without testing it. Nothing is worse than sending out an email to thousands of people only to find out that your links are broken, your images do not load, and there are typographical errors. Ah, come on. This is my advice. Always send your email to yourself or to a colleague first. Then go through it. Make sure that your links are working perfectly. Make sure that your images can actually load on big screens and on mobile screens. Also, make sure that there are no spelling or grammatical error. Believe me, this extra step, it looks like a lot of work, but it will save you a lot of headache. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot of headache. It will keep you safe. So, here are some common mistakes in email marketing and how you can avoid them. If you follow these tips that I've shared in today's video, I'm sure that you're on your way to creating a more effective and efficient email campaign. If you found this video useful, please do not forget to give it a thumbs up and share it to anyone that you know needs this. And most importantly, share it to everyone in the marketing community because they really need to see this. And I do hope that they also find value in this video. If you are yet to subscribe to this channel, you know what to do. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you can get all of the juicy gist about marketing and how to take your marketing game to the next level. Till I see you in the next video, happy marketing.